Families are overrated. They are. You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family. So why are you supposed to love them unconditionally? Because you share some DNA? There's more of my DNA in a streetwalker than my cousin. Yet, I'm not inviting him to the wedding. So stop with this family comes first nonsense. Because what if they're horrible people? What if your dad is abusive, or sister steals money, or brother watches Paw Patrol with his pants off? Oh, Billy!
I told you to knock!
Face it, we all have terrible family members. And my family thinks that person is me. So here's a story on how I ruined Thanksgiving. Every year, my family would get together at my uncle's house for Thanksgiving. Typically, I'd spend most of the time in the basement showing my cousins the terrible videos I found on the internet. This one's called One Guy, One Jar.
Oh God! Oh God, whoa!
But this year, I was feeling extra frisky. You see, my brain was starting to develop into the entertainer you see here today. And I thought it'd be funny to act like a sassy queen. So I'm just prancing around, telling everyone how fabulous they look, not realizing my uncle was getting furious. Eventually, my fairy energy turned his way, and I said, Uncle John, your arms got so big. How did you find a t-shirt to fit those cannons? My uncle, already fuming, explodes in anger and starts screaming at me.
Stop acting like a homo and be a man!
And this wave of shame enveloped me. I didn't even know what I did wrong or why he was angry, but being a dumb kid, I internalized it and blamed myself. Needless to say, this ruined my evening. I spent most of it turtled up, not talking to anyone. Over the course of the next year, I think about it every once in a while, and eventually my brain developed enough to piece together what actually happened. I'm like, wait, he yelled at me because he's homophobic? A child. He yelled at a child in front of everyone because he doesn't like gay people? Then, a switch flipped in my brain. I'm like, oh, if he didn't like me last year, wait till he sees me this year. So I gathered up all my money and went to the mall for a makeover. Got me some pink sneakers, bracelets, and the tightest pants my pasty ass could fit into. As I'm leaving, I passed by a store with a poster outside of it that said, "Get your ears pierced here." I'm like, am I willing to mutilate myself for a joke? Yes. Yes, I am. So I got my ears pierced, and with my last $5, bought the most effeminate pair of earrings I could find. Fast forward to Thanksgiving, and as soon as I get into my mom's car, she's like, "What are you wearing?" I'm like, "What? I'm just trying to look good." She's like, "Your uncle is gonna flip out. Go change." I'm like, "Hey, if he doesn't like it, that's on him. My body, my choice." Mom's like, "Ugh, whatever," and just drives to my uncle's place. As soon as we arrive, I'm gonna be honest, I was getting pretty nervous. But I'd already come this far. Time to queer up or shut up. So I walk inside and begin to do the rounds. I'm like, "Hey, Aunt Becky, look at your hair. It looks fantastic. Oh, bangs were such a good choice. And Billy, oh my God, look at you, you little beefcake." Eventually, I came across my uncle, who has the most disgusted look on his face. Before I could even say anything, he just shakes his head and walks away. And my smile could not be bigger. I spent the next few hours chilling with my cousins, never breaking character. Eventually, they call for dinner, and I skip my way over to the table. While waiting for the turkey to be brought out, I'm gonna be honest, I was getting a little sad. I was expecting to get a big reaction out of my uncle, but for the most part, he ignored me. I'm like, damn, I only got a little time left. How am I gonna get him to notice? Oh, I know what to do. So as soon as my uncle begins to cut the turkey, I walk up to him and say, "Thanks for inviting us over, Uncle John." Then I gave him a little on the cheek. Immediately, he flips out.
Get the fuck away from me, you little homo!
All while waving around the knife. I'm just pretending to be confused, like, what seems to be the problem, John? And he's screaming, You little f***! Family is trying to calm him down, but he can't be contained. My mom, being the ultimate homie, says, "John, you're ruining Thanksgiving. I think you should leave."
Me? It's my fucking house! You get the fuck out!
Then I turn to everyone and say, "Geez, what's got his panties in a bunch?" Which makes my uncle turn the knife towards me. I'm not even scared. I'm like, "Go ahead and stab me in front of everyone, you little bitch." My aunt, freaking out, goes to stop him, but trips over a chair and does that old person whimper. Now it's pure chaos. Kids are crying, my aunt is moaning, uncle is waving the knife, refusing to put it down. That's when my eyes link up with my mom, who gives me a "let's get the hell out of here" look. So my parent and I book it out of the house and see a bunch of family members follow suit. As we were leaving, my eyes lock with my uncle's through the window as I give him a little goodbye smooch. Now, surprisingly, that was the last time I was invited to Thanksgiving. And looking back on it, would I do it again? Yes, of course I would. Matter of fact, if your anti-Semitic brother is getting married and you need a date to the wedding, I'm your man. Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but where can I put this foreskin? You know what you want to do. Oh, you want to push that subscribe button. Oh, push the button. Push the button.